Dang, these song endings sure are abrupt. Anyways, hi, hello, it's me. I'm here. I'm back, and soon to leave again. Um, yeah. Sorry, I really like the soundtrack for that game, but boy, these rips just do not work without being looped. But yeah, hi, hello. I see Frigid Silver. Hi, hello. Frigid Silver says, "Wow, my favorite game, Todd Busters." I mean, we're not busting Todd, but yeah, not anymore. He dropped out. Norami, hi, hello. Norami says, "Finding more fossils." What is this song? I don't know. There were like 7 songs in that. Chip, hi, hello. Chip says, "Well, this music sure is penisy." Also, hello, Weeso. Hi, hello. Yeah, it's a little bit penisy, but GBA music tends to be. Norami says Cartoon Network music is weird. Well, they had their like a few fun licensed games, so not all that surprised. Boy, was that um was that an eventful weekend? Holy shit. A lot of stuff happened. I guess I can tell you about it while I clean fossils, because I'm pretty sure I left some fossils to clean. So last time I streamed was on Friday, right? Friday. Creed Services Trust Todd will continue to give us reasons to bust his stomach bubbles. I thought you were gonna say bust his kneecaps. Do I even have fossils to what was my plan last time? Oh, I do have a few. Oh boy, I do have a few things to clean. But yeah, so after that stream on Friday, I on Saturday I went to the thing. Why am I scanning this? I went to the airport, and yeah. Here's the thing. You know what was happening at the same time I was waiting for my flight? Fucking Fortnite Chapter 6 ending. Yeah. I don't know. And it was a big thing. I was kinda like bummed because I was like, well, I'm not gonna be able to participate because I'm like literally on a plane and I did not bring any device that can participate. So yeah, it was kind of rough, but I was able to tune into a voice call on my own server where people were experiencing the ending of that. It was a thing. It was a thing. It was weird. Boy, it was weird. Such a blatant, flagrant display of IP ownership. Well, not ownership, I guess Epic doesn't really own anything. It's more like IP borrowing. Just showing off, look at all this stuff we can afford to license. Wacky. Really wacky. What am I missing? Why is this at 80s? 87. So yeah. I was able to experience it live thanks to Zar, who was streaming it on my server, and then everybody else was on call. It was weird. Creed Services, Fortnite is allowed to make profit from their fanfics. Yeah, that's... Huh. It is really funny that they get to incorporate a bunch of properties into the actual canon of their story. But yeah, it was fun. So yeah, I got on my flights, and then I got to Phoenix, and I met up with Zane, and then we just kinda we just hung around at his place while he was cooking dinner. Even though it was like noon, it was more like lunch. It was honestly more like lunch. Okay, it's a fragile boy. Yeah, Zane promised me that he would make me, Thanksgiving, foods. Even though I did manage to have Thanksgiving foods on Thursday, remember? If you were there. Well, I think I did talk about this, how I reheated year-old turkey. It was actually not bad. It was actually really edible. No, it was actually tasty, so I'm glad that was still there. Not bad. Manu, hi, hello. Manu sent a waving rig and says Weasel. Hi, hello. Yango. Free Silver sent 4 waving rigs at Manu and said, Manu. Chip says, the turkey that waited for you. I mean, you make it sound kinda romantic. Wait, isn't this Vivosaur in the box for the game? It is, isn't it? Hold on, let me check. It is! No, wait. No, never mind. I'm hallucinating. I'm being delusional. Yeah. So yeah, I had some turkey on Thursday, but then Zane made me a fresh batch on Saturday while I was checking my mail. I couldn't even check. Damn, I couldn't even check Forknut while I was at Zane's place because the game was shut down for a while after the whole event. Can I get away with? Okay, yeah, I can get away with a little bit of that. So yeah, I waited like a patient little boy. Okay, actually, I waited a lot, as in I still haven't played a single round in chapter 7. Ah. Okay, can I do this? Can I do this? Ah. Ah. But yeah, no, okay, so it was an excellent meal. I have photos, actually. There were croissants and what else? And turkey and weird potato thing and the jelly. The jelly. Who could forget the jelly? Ah! Quick! Quick! I'll take it. Manu says, hey Frigid, good evening tunes. Chip says, a tasty treat you couldn't eat the first time, but you got it in the end. Yeah. Frigid Silver, thanks for the clip of I Speak Facts. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me show you. Let me show you. Photos of what I ate on Saturday. Okay, actually, let's compare. Let's compare. This was my winner turkey dinner. Oh, it's so small. This was my turkey dinner on Thursday. This is what I reheated. That turkey on the left has been in my freezer for 11 months. Well, had been, and then I ate it, and that's gravy. That's an improvised gravy. It's packet gravy, so hey. And this is what my plate was in Phoenix. This is what Zane made for me. I love that my Thursday dinner is like low res and this is like a high res picture. But yeah, there's some turkey there, potatoes on the left, and then croissants. I made a little gravy moat in the middle, and then stuffing. But yeah, both were good on their own regard, but I think I did prefer the fresh turkey best. It was actually juicy. Chip says, you versus the guy he tells you not to worry about. Yep. Oh, and you know what else we had? You know what else? You know what else we had? Wait. Okay, so now you want to be HD. Hold on. Transform. Rotate. Can you guess what it is? Can you guess what that is? It is! It's canned cranberry sauce! The jelly. It's jelly. Look at the jelly. It's can-shaped. It comes in a can. And it comes out as a can. Oh man. Chip says the sauce in asterisks. Yeah. I barely had any of this, but I liked it. Chip says the shape is so off-putting. It is. It literally holds its shape. You open the can and then like pour it, and it just keeps its shape. We even cut it like that. It's basically, honestly, it's basically jam. Like you can just spread this on toast. It's good. It's just jellied fruit. But yeah, it was a nice dinner. I liked it. I wish I could have more. Maybe I'll have more if there's leftovers tomorrow, because I'm gonna be again in Phoenix tomorrow. So, can you believe I came back one day and I'm leaving again? This is my silly life. Berto? Who's Berto? You don't look like a Berto. Your arms are so tiny. Look at this edgelord. What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, I can show you this because you're like on the stream. This is a stream exclusive, kind of. For YouTubers, says Berto is such a basic name to give a dino. Yeah. Okay, look at this. These things came in the mail also while I was over there. Yeah, these are basically clay, like clay shaped shoes. They look like clay. They look like they're made of clay. They're all wobbly and stuff. They are really funny. I might take them to the con. Because, I don't know, they feel very con, like furry con core. Also, hi, Rujo. Hello. Rujo says hello. Rujo says also clay sneaks. Yeah. Yeah, they are. Sadly, I don't think I can put them in the boot collection. They are very low to be boots. I'm just gonna put them in the other footwear I own category. Honestly, it's just like the paw shoes that I have. Those are not boots, but they're still things that I wear from time to time. Honestly, you know what these have the most in common with? It's gonna be weird to say, but basically Crocs. They are like foam. They're like sculpted foam. They look like they feel like foam. Like if you pick them up, they're like solid, but they have a little give. Like they're like a little squish. Yeah, honestly, if they told me like you have to wear something like Crocs, I'd be like, can I just wear these? I think these are good enough. I should probably make them like my my water shoes. I might actually. I might. I'm not gonna leave these here. But yeah, Chip says it's because cranberries have high natural amounts of pectin. When mixed with sugar and heated up, it naturally becomes gelatinous. I mean, I guess that it makes sense why it becomes that. Frigid Silver sent for waving rigs at Brigido, and Chip says fetch. Yeah, the shoes that would show up in fetch. Frigid Silver says, so I'm not allowed to clip the shoes for the server? Nah. Why would you? It's not a stream feature. No, I'm just showing them to you because I got them on Saturday and I wore them for a little bit. They're comfy. I like them. Yeah. What else did I do on Saturday? That was kind of a very unhelpful buster. That busting did not make me feel good. I still have to do a lot of fucking cleaning. Let me mark the area that I gotta clean. Yeah, okay. This seems good. So I'm gonna remove the upper layer and just generally go around like this. And okay, the rest I can do. There we go. That's the way you use the drill. Drilly, please. You get a drill. You get a man drill. Try to be careful. Ah. 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 Perfect. Up. Fraser says, those being made with clay makes me nervous that I'd mess them up. Chip says, is your PNG tuber working properly? Oh, I completely forgot. Sorry, I completely forgot to do a thing. Okay. I forgot to remove the delay. Because I usually add delay when I'm streaming something from my capture card, because my capture card has delay. I forgot to remove the delay. Chip says, there we go. Freezer says, those being made with clay makes me nervous, I'd mess them up. No, they're not made of clay. They look like clay, they are foam. They have more in common again with stuff like Crocs. They are essentially made of the stuff Crocs are made of. But they look like clay. They are sculpted in that way. So they are actually pretty sturdy. I would still try to just wear them indoors, because I don't want... The soles also are very cute. I did not show you the soles. I don't want those to get too dirty. They're gonna get dirty, because I wore them indoors and they did get a little scuffed. But yeah, I probably just want to keep them indoors. If I take them to the con, I'm just gonna like wear them inside the con space. And then if I go outside, I'm just gonna change into something else. I'm just gonna carry boots in my bag. I should probably think about that. But yeah. So, what did I fly to Phoenix for? Because I couldn't have flown just for dinner, did I? Nope. I flew to Phoenix because I went to watch Zootopia 2. So yeah, after that, after messing around and having dinner, I went to we went to the theater, and yeah, we watched the movie, and I'm not gonna say anything, don't worry. All I can say is that was a movie. I must confess, I was going into it kind of cautiously, not too terribly excited for it, and I kind of got what I expected. I was like, yeah, that was kind of what I expected. Freezer says, you saying dinner sounded like thinner and then a boot kisser. Oh, Freezer got a bean. Freezer says, have your Wii's dinner. Why is bean dinner? Does it count as dinner? Alright, the bean is... Freezer says, Chip says, no. Chip says, let's force feed Frigid thinner. Yeah, I kinda want to. The bean is... It's pink? Okay, it's more like orange. It's transparent. And it's like a very tropical color. If I'm not mistaken, I feel like this is gonna be peach. Or grapefruit. Probably grapefruit. We'll see. Oh, yeah, that's grapefruit. That is very grapefruit. Tremendously grapefruit. Yep. Alright. Let me mark it down. Let me mark it down. Where's the grapefruit? Yeah, this got discovered by Kraken back then. Alright, that's the bean. Today is December 1st! Yay! It's December. For YouTuber says a chip why and then a crying Rick. And then Chip says these beans are like futuristic food replacement tablets. Some of them do taste just like standalone foods. For YouTuber says what have I done? Manu says big and round. For YouTuber says that Manu for crying Ricks bullied. Chip says I tease, I just had the opportunity for alliteration. Oh, you were joking? Oh. Anyways, watch Zooptoop 2. And I'm gonna say you should probably watch it too. Despite what I may have thought about the movie, you should watch it. It's in the zeitgeist. You kinda need to watch it if you're in the furry sphere, because it required reading or watching. Otherwise, you risk getting spoiled off your ass. So yeah, recommended. Just because of that. Just because you don't want to get spoiled. Pam pam pam. Pam pam. Oop. Zoop toop. Whoop. Honestly, I wonder if anybody's gonna go to fucking Midwest Fur Fest without watching Zootopia. I feel like if you go there, you're going into a minefield. Imagine going to a furry con in December without having watched Zootopia 2. Just a complete minefield. I'm gonna see if I actually watch it again at the con with other furries that I know, because I did go and watch it with furries in Phoenix. We went to a private screening. What else am I missing? Ah. Chip says Zootopia is a foundational text of the furry fandom. Yeah. New fossil. I did watch it with furries this last Saturday, but I don't know any of them, so I didn't speak to anybody. Also, we got there kinda late, so we just got a seat, like, on the top row in the corner. Which I don't think is the ideal way to watch it. So yeah, I definitely have to watch it a few more times. What else did we do? I think we just, like, returned home, because it was kinda late. And, I'm trying to remember if we did anything else. No! Okay, we returned, to Zane's place. And you know what we did right after? We decided to watch Wicked. That was weird. Oh, is this poop? I think this is poop. Is this poop? Where's the poop? Oh, there's a poop. Resources top corner beats being smooshed flat on the screen up front, looking like you seeing the Rapture. Yeah. Honestly. Well, whatever, we still watched it. But yeah, we got to Zane's place and we watched Wicked. Because I hadn't watched it. And we were like, you wanna watch it? Sure. So that we can watch Wicked for good. I think we might do that tomorrow, actually. What did I think about Wicked? I watched it and I love that my reaction was I get it. As in, I see why the homos lovingly said, like it. Like, I completely understand. Now, here's the thing. I did not find the songs particularly catchy. Like, at all. I was hoping for one that I'd be like, ooh, yeah, I need this song. I need to listen to this later. Nothing. Nothing really caught me. I was more into the plot, and I think Zane did this as well. Every time they cut to a song, I just kind of felt my eyes start to drift to the sides. I was like, oh boy. It felt like, to me, it felt like something to wade through. I am not a musical guy. I am not, like, I am really not the type that does musicals. I do specific musicals. I do Disney musicals if the songs are particularly, you know, my style. Like, if you consider Moana a musical, I like that. Like, that's the kind I like. Those songs, I do fuck with those songs. So, oh man, I barely did that shit. Chip sent a rainbow emoji, sparkling heart emoji, green heart emoji, and nail polish emoji. Chips, no, Frigid Silver says, is it Rickid or Weeskid? I think Rickid sounds better. Frigid Silver says, Vincent and Hilda are heavily Elphaba and Glinda coded. Yeah. I guess. I couldn't discern their personalities. I'm gonna say something else. I think I'm too autistic. Like, I couldn't read these people. Aside from this being a live action thing, even if everybody was like brightly dressed in bright and garish clothes and colors, I still had a lot of trouble. I'm like, what's happening here? Why are they acting like that? I couldn't discern their personalities well. Also, I don't like Linda. I feel like I don't know much because I have no contact with the fandom. I feel like that's not an unpopular opinion. But then I was also like, do I just not like Linda or do I don't like Ariana Grande? It's confusing. It's a confusing feeling. I'm still trying to decipher what the hell is happening in my brain. Yeah, weird. So yeah. Here's something though. Apparently I've been informed that I was told about this before, but I think I just completely just sidestepped it. I was not paying attention. I did not know that this movie contained basically anthropomorphic animals. Not like in two legs, not like, you know, two legs, walking, talking animals, but like talking animals. I did not know about this, and I had to discover it by watching it directly. And I think that was my favorite part. Yeah, I know, very basic, very furry of me. Shit, I'm gonna fuck this fossil up, what the shit? This is not my fault. Chip says, you're a Disney musical gay, not a Broadway musical gay. Yeah, very much not. Very much not. I really, I do not. I don't think I can stand Broadway. It is not my thing. Holy shit, is not my thing. Chip says, even with the main character painted green. Yeah. I don't know. Okay, here's. I keep saying things that I'm like, is this gonna get me in trouble? I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it. I was like, do I not get them because girl? I feel like that has a little bit to do with it. I was like, I don't understand what these two are like. What are they conveying with their words and their... I don't know. This felt very like hostile to my brand of autism. I don't know how to explain it. It's really hard to explain. Chip says, "What is this feeling?" In quotes. Is that one of the songs? I think it is. Yeah. I can't remember anything about that song. Also, hi Drohan. Hello. Drohan just subbed for 29 months. And Drohan says, "Hi Awis and friends. Happy belated Turkey Day and happy first of Creamus. It Creamus. Merry Crisis. Merry Chrysler." Oh yeah, it is. And guess what? It's still not cold enough. I mean, I was kind of freezing in the morning. I actually had a rough time this last night. I actually went to bed and I was like freezing. And I was actually like waking up in the middle of the night and I was like cold. I could have gotten up and picked up blanket, but I kind of didn't want to move. And I mean, that just made the things just like still be bad because I couldn't, I was still cold. If I had gotten up, I could have gotten a blanket, but I didn't want to get up, so I just kept on having, a terrible time. I learned my lesson. I'm gonna put an extra blanket in my bed tonight. But, so in the morning it was cold, so I took a puffy jacket with me. And in the afternoon, it was hot again. So I went out just in a t-shirt and a sleeveless hoodie. Which is not even a hoodie. Manu says, "Rigby like error sausage not found." I mean, not even that. If you replace the main characters with guys, I think it wouldn't have made much of a difference. Because, again, it's just people. It doesn't do much to me. It really does not work for me. Now the one character that made it, that actually, like, I was like, oh, be still my beating heart. New husbando acquired. Is Dr. Dillamond, the goat teacher. He just... That was a phase I could understand. Those were like feelings I could actually like get. They actually got through me. So I guess that does say a little. I'm like humans and animal people. Manu sent 2 laughing Ricks. Freed Super says the strong amount of estrogen in the movie caused Rain's Rick chemicals to go null. Yeah, I feel like I kind of like... I was intently following the plot though. I was like really invested in the plot. I was just sitting pretty, just looking. But every time they went on a song, I just kind of like, oh boy. I prayed every time, like, please, song, move the plot along. Like, don't stop the plot for a song. Like, actually keep it moving. Most of the time I think it did, but still. Manu sent 3 laughing Ricks. Johan says that essentially Florida in a nutshell weather-wise. I mean, I believe you. Both California and Florida are like, yep, you don't need jackets here. Don't even think about it. Chip says, Rick emphasizes with the non-human. I mean, of course I do. Of course I do. It's my whole thing. I made a meme about it. Let me find it. Where's my meme? My stuff, other stuff. Oh, sort by date. And there we go. Here it is. I literally, no, that's the big catch gif. Wrong image. Where is it? Wait, where did it go? Oh, there we go. This is my brain. Why is it only happy when consuming anthropomorphic media? That's like that. That's it. That's me in a nutshell. So much that I'm just gonna put it down here. I'm just gonna keep it down here to remind you that I am extremely dysfunctional. I am a very dysfunctional person whose enjoyment of media relies almost entirely on whether the thing has animal people or not. Now, here's the thing. It doesn't always work. You want to know, like, something that does not work for me? I've come to call them animal slop. Movies that feature, like, live-action animals that just happen to have, you know, their mouths moved in some kind of digital trickery. Stuff like Air Bud. Heck, the worst offenders are the ones where they don't actually talk, like the Beethoven movies. Can't do that shit. Don't like that shit. Air Bud, I don't care for it. I don't like those things. Well, that one's another one with just an animal. What are the movies where the animals talk? Movies with talking animals. Dr. Dolittle. I can't. I don't care enough about that. Babe. That movie, like, just kind of, like, I didn't feel it when I was a kid. I was just like, I don't understand this. One that I did like was Cats and Dogs. That one was interesting. Mostly because it was not just animals. Like, they had all kinds of crazy spy shit going on. But yeah, if it's just animals, I'm like, whatever, I don't care. Hold on. Johan says a chip alert depresses. Wow. The sarcasm. Chip sent a crying Rick and said the poor doctor. Yeah, honestly, that actually got to me. I was like, oh no. It made me really sad. Dr. Dillamon did not deserve that shit. So, that's kind of like the thing motivating me to watch part 2. I'm like, is this gonna get resolved? Don't tell me, but, like, I'm just concerned. Kraken, hi, hello. Kraken says hello. Hi, hello. For YouTuber sent for Waving Ricks. And Norami says, Chip says Weasel Brain. Yeah, the Weasel Brain works in mysterious ways. And in some ways that you probably don't want to know about. For YouTuber, thanks for the clip of In a Rickshaw. Chip says, those are boring. Never like movies like that. Yep. Norami says, that Disney Chihuahua film. What the fuck was that? I don't know. Yeah, Beverly Chihuahua. That was a weird one. I barely remember anything about it. Johan says, so basically movies like Babe, the Jungle Book remake. Yeah, it's just like whatever. Oh, the Lion King movie, the remake. This shit is so ass. Here's the thing though, at some point I'm gonna have to watch Mufasa, because that's actually new material. So I'm like, okay, let's see what you do. I know this is asking a lot, I think this would like be a monumental undertaking, but I would fucking love to see Disney fans animate the Mufasa movie, like pull a reanimated on Mufasa. That would be great. Menu says Beverly Hills Chihuahua. Yep. Scrappy, hi, hello. Scrappy says, holy fuck, I'm way too late. I'm sorry, dear. Mwah. Hi, hello. Rohan says that Scrappy, because you were late, Rick was crashing out, colon 3. And Scrappy says that Rohan, how is that supposed to make me feel better? Crying Rick. Fritz says that Scrappy, it's okay, pause, there is no reason to feel sad. Scrappy says Droog. Fritz says that Scrappy, we are so happy to have you. Scrappy says weh hehe in a heart. Chip says, what about Lyle? Okay, Lyle, Crocodile, that is a special case, because one, the guy is basically CGI, entirely CGI, so he's expressive as all hell. He doesn't talk, which just like you have to rely more on his expressions. And like it just works so well. And the fact that he just expresses himself by singing, it's extremely cute. I fucking love Lyle. Actually, thanks for reminding me. I don't think I had him in my husbando list. Now I'm going to. I forgot to put him in. I'm gonna put him down here. Alright. Kraken says, hello, Scrap. For YouTube says, the Lion King one is so real. Johan says, I couldn't even finish the Lion King remake because it was so boring. I did finish it because I have a policy, and that's I don't interrupt movies. I watch them from start to finish, no matter how ass they are. So I can say I actually finished them. No Buster Point! Bustin' makes me feel good. Whee! Okay, Open. Open your butt. Let me in. Well, these are the ribs, but you know what I mean. In any case, anyways, wow, I'm already damaging this bitch. Whatever. I never intended to get it perfect. I already have a perfect one. Now this one I'm just doing for the money. I like the chime for 30 seconds left. That's missing. Oh! I didn't know there was like a whole other bone down here. Johan says at Scrappy, sorry, meant to tease yes, but sorry if I hurt ya. And Scrappy says, no, you're okay, I promise. In the heart. Scrappy says, I'm not that fragile, trust me. Chip says, I've seen people reanimate that one brother song in classic 2D style. Rohan says, I really like Crocodile, don't know why people hated on it. I don't know, it's the same people that hate on movies like If. If is one of my absolute favorite movies of all time. A lot of people just kind of dismiss it as whatever. It holds a very special place in my heart. I don't know. I got tastes. I got specific tastes. Johan says, screw the haters. Scrappy says, Lyle's high on the want to see list. I can't believe I haven't shown it to you. Chip says, good, he's worth it. I love him so much. Kraken says, yes, work those bones. That feels oddly sensual. Fritzer says, live action Disney films sucking the life out of their iconic animals known for the liveliness is one of the biggest sins. Chip says, careful, Frigid. Some of like do enjoy some of them. Scrappy says, I cried during If. Well, I'm glad. That was the point. Freezer says, Lily's giving la 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 la. But okay, so I watched Wicked. I understand. I'm okay. I can get the references now, I guess. But I can't sing the songs because they're not that catchy. Don't gaslight me into thinking they are. I was even waiting. I was like, okay, everybody talks about Defying Gravity. Let's see. And then I saw this song and I'm like, I can't sing this. This is not catchy. This is just words with a backing track. I guess that's how musical songs are? Freezer says at Chip, I said my truth. Scrappy says at Frigid Silver, like. Chip says, if was wonderful. Yep. Scrappy says, no, like, I cried, but I'm Scroopy, so I bawled. Scrappy says, congratulations on watching the Evil Baby Mozart movie. I gotta sell the poop. But I think I have to go to another island for that. Where did I need to go now? What's my mission at the moment? Do I need to go back to the hot springs? Kraken says totally normal line there. Gotta sell the poop. I mean, I'm just gonna say I've seen a lot of things on the internet, and I know that is not a new sentence. Chip says, I will say the songs in the Wicked film were more heavily broken up with dialogue than the musical. I feel like that's just a musical thing, but again, the songs they just didn't do it for me. But I still watched the second part. Okay, what exactly am I looking for? Wait, am I in the next round? Am I in the next round? Is it time for the next round? Is that what I'm doing here? Compete in the Callisto Cup. Yep, okay. It is the next battle. Got it. Kraken says there was a giant golden turd in the latest episode of Digimon. Was quite funny. Johan says Les Miserables, the movie version broke me because they just don't stop singing. It broke my Disney musical and Broadway musical gay ass because I wanted them to talk. Well, I'm sorry. Oh, hold on. Okay, sorry. Oh. Okay. Rohan says, and I know that's how the stage production is, but live stage productions are not like movies and vice versa. Right. Kraken says, my gay musical ass knows musicals barely any Bugger else knows XD. I'm not. Yeah, I believe you. No, I believe you. I totally believe you. Let's go in. But yeah, no, I'm not. I did not put any gate points in the musical category. My gate stats went elsewhere. Oh yeah, this was happening. Chip says, in one of the PS1 games, you can get the golden poop Digimon to Digivolve by slipping into a teddy bear suit. Aha. Rohan says, I should call myself the asexual musical, since I am more, like, gay-coded. Kraken says, a chip, I mean, the more you know. Rohan says, a chip, well, as a bearfor I find that rather offensive. You know, bears and poop just kind of get along. Oh, also, you can't tell, because, I mean, it has nothing to do with the stream. Wait, no, never mind. I'm gonna get to that point. Arf! Princess Pooch wishes for me to give you this message, no? Fate, she is cruel to make us battle each other so. But if it must be, know that I shall not be defeated. The next match is Joni versus Rick. Sorry, we have just been informed that Princess Pooch will be battling instead. Combatants should enter the stadium immediately! Super Duo, I am so very excited to see you make with the Fossil battle. Soup de jour? Isn't that just soup of the day? Chip says that's just how Digimon work. They start as one thing and become something wildly different. Okay, what do we have here? Water. It's all water. So we gotta make the headliner air and have no fire in this. A neutral, but then who's gonna be my other one? Mid-range, close range. I think mid-range works best for my nonsense. But I can't use the Metro. Raja or Tricera? I'm gonna go with Raja. Fuck it. Okay, back to it. Oh, Chip says soup de jour instead of zut alors. Yeah. Okay, so on Saturday, well, after we watched Wicked, we were all EP. Oh, you know, we actually did one more thing. Zane just kind of started going through like the stuff on Disney and Hulu, and oh no, my air type started going through things, and he just kind of stopped by Bewitched. So we watched an episode of Bewitched for some reason. Yeah, I don't know why we watched an episode of Bewitched, but we just kinda did. One with the gay uncle, apparently. Okay, we're not doing this. Chip says, now you see what WandaVision was sending up. Yeah, no, I mean, I did know that it was a homage to that kind of stuff, basically. After that, we went to bed, because we were EP and tired. The next day, we kind of got up. Well, I got really early. I got up really early and was able to go through my Discord and my email. Nice. We went to IHOP. We went to IHOP. I had some Cinna stack pancakes. Zane had some pumpkin spice pancakes. And yeah. It was a big ass breakfast though. Although it was kind of like 11 a.m. I don't know, fuck you. 11 a.m. is still breakfast time for me. Breakfast should end at noon. If you ended before that, I don't respect you. Especially hotels with continental breakfast. Fuck you for closing that shit at night. What the fuck did you do? 119 points? Okay. Why do you keep rotating me? Don't rotate the baby. Okay, I wonder if I can finish this up. Nope, I can't. Well, I can. I just need to rotate. There we go. And then... there you go. Ow. 69, nice. Okay, now there's just this fuck. Chip says, also, I still think a lot about Jeff Goldblum's fancy green boots. I did see them. Didn't go crazy over them, but yeah, I did see them. Kraken says, speaking of Digimon, I have an interview with one of the cast of the recently released Ghost game dub lined up. Oh yeah, you keep doing the interview videos? Slippery ice. My ass. $71. Special infection 60%. I don't know what that means, I'm just gonna do this. Wow, that barely did shit. Okay, rotato. The potato. And then eat his ass. Okay, I just need one more turn. Chip says, I agree, breakfast should end with the morning, 11:59 a.m. Yeah. Chip says at Kraken, oh nice, who is it? Kraken says, I've not done one in a long time, but I got inspired to try it again. You still gotta include me in your videos sometime. But yeah, after we had why are we spinning like this? You know what, I'm just gonna spend some points to just spin us back. And I'm just gonna do some weak ass attacks. There we go. Kraken says a chip guy called Greg Vinciguerra. He's the voice of Hiro in the series. Huh. Alright, I won against a dog. I'm not sure if I should feel proud about that or something. Great job, Rick! I always get so excited watching you battle. And Princess Pooch, you really gave it your all out there. But the loss is the loss, no? There is nothing more we can do. Come, Princess, it seems we must be leaving back to the kingdom of Nomadistan. Your Highness, that was magnificent. Minister Pomposa has been most inspired this day. Minister Pomposa curses himself for ever doubting the wonderfulness of fossil battles. One can see how Princess Pooch has become so enamored with them. Very well, Minister Pomposa can see that your passion for battling is both true and strong. Princess Pooch is hereby granted permission to remain at the Fossil Park for as long as she wishes. That is most exciting for you, is it not? Cordon Bleu, that idea, it is fantastic. We will go excavate the fossil rocks right away. It has been far too long since Princess Pooch has been so happy. Mr. Pomposa expects to see you succeed at this cup. Do not let him down. Now, with your permission... Dudes, that was seriously smoking battle. You made it all the way to the semifinals. I know you're not in this for the money and stuff, but here's a prize anyway, little dude. Mask? That's a special mask, dude. It has total eerie powers. If you wear the mask when you excavate fossil rocks, you'll totally see what I mean. Oh, cool. I hope I can finish this game before the year ends. Good luck with your next match, dude. Beep 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 beep. Incoming FMS message. All round 5 matches of the Cagliostro Cup have been completed. Also, a new dig site is now open, Ice Grip Plateau. Ice Grip Plateau is a frigid dig site. Oh hey, frigid dig site! Of massive ice flows on a vast sea. Fighters are urged to travel there and prepare for the semifinals. Ice Grip Plateau? Oh wow, that's where mythical fossils from ancient times await you in the ice. Just thinking of it gives me chills. And not because of the cold, but because I'm excited. What? It seems our little jelly plan has ended in abject failure. First Cole, now Lester. The idiocy of my commanders is becoming a real bone of contention. I'm sorry, Don Boneyard. Don't take it so hard there, chum. I'm sure your little brain worked as hard as it possibly could. Please, Don Boneyard, hear me out. I have a new plan that's bound to work. See, this time we distract all the male fighters with hip electronic gadgets so they forget the cup. I just need video games, DVD players, about 300 cell phones, and the world's largest flat-screen TV. Don Boneyard, wait! My new plan is gonna rock your socks off! See, this time I'm gonna sneak chocolate pudding into the hot spring. I call it Operation Dump Gooey Pudding into the hot spring. Huh. I also dump gooey in hot springs. And then that's followed by Operation Laugh Maniacally. Stick that plan in your mirror, wannabe. You're so tragically unhip it hurts. Oh wow, it's like both of you are the exact same guy. Lola, where have you been? Huh? Oh right. Sorry, Don B, but I had to go do a little karaoke. See, if I sing for 6 hours or so, it aligns all my energy and gives me maximum power. So, yeah. I think you can relax now, Don B. I got a plan that will cancel that cup in a flash. It's groovy, man. You're gonna love it. I wouldn't be so confident, sister. Yeah, I mean, I had a great plan and look how that turned out. Yeah, but your plans were like totally useless, right? You gotta be like me, guys. You gotta like expand your mind. Stay attuned. I must admit, after seeing these two fools flail around, I have doubts your plan will succeed so easily. However, Lola, you're one of my 3 commanders, and I suppose you deserve at least one chance. Very well, we shall execute Lola's plan immediately. Aw, thanks, Don B. But I could maybe use a little help from the boys. Cole, Lester, you will give Lola whatever assistance she requires. And make no bones about it. I get it. I will not accept another failure. Of course, Stone Boneyard. Whatever you wish. Oh man, I don't want to play second fiddle to some backup singer. But yeah, alright, I'll do it. You're totally gonna love this plan, Dunby. I promise. All the fighters be like, bummer. And then we'll be all like, woo. The fuck is up with this girl? Right. Oh, Kraken says, well, Rick, I would love to have you in a video. Get in my DMs. Andre, hi, hello. Andre says, don't let him down, Rick. I mean, I will let a lot of people down. Frigid Silver sent for waving Ricks, and Frigid Silver says, Don, you should take into our punishment idea for Lester, and then I would kiss her. Frigid Silver says, Lola is gonna cancel them so hard. And Frigid Silver, thanks for the clip of Cameo. Andre says, she's a bit ditzy. Yeah, that's what I was going for. Anyways, let's go dig a dig. I was talking about what I did on... What? Why is this? Oh, the plateau is over here. I was talking about what I did on Sunday after I went for IHOP. We went shopping. So... we went to Costco? No, my mistake. We went to Sam's Club, which is the other Costco that is not Costco. We kind of checked things around for a while. We literally just went for toilet paper. Zane got his year's supply of toilet paper. And, oh. Hello, Digga Dig. It's very chilly here, isn't it? Take care, Digga, not to catch a cold. Aw, Digga Dig, practicing like this isn't helping me at all, Digga. Ma? Yeah! You were spying on me, weren't you, Rick? Wait, what? You also spied on me back at Hot Spring Heights? You're a terrible person. Do you know that? You don't spy on people when they're embarrassing themselves. And you especially don't do it twice. I'm sorry. I guess it's not really your fault. So, I guess you want to know what I was doing just now, huh? Well, I'll tell you, Rick, but only because it's you. I was practicing how to talk to people. Oh, I admit it. I'm a fraud. I act boastful and snobby, but I'm actually totally shy and terrified. I can't even talk to people. I get all nervous and jittery, and then everything just falls apart. Whenever I meet someone I don't know, my face gets red and my tongue starts tripping on itself. Anyway, the only way I can get around it is by wearing this mask. It's a magical mask, see? It gives whoever wears it a cheerful, sunny personality. It's one of my village's greatest treasures. And yet, I want nothing more than to be free of this mask forever. I want to talk with my own voice and see with my own eyes, but I'm too scared to do it. So that's why I was practicing. So, what do you think, Rick? Will I ever be able to take off this mask? Yay. Really? You really think so? Heh, it's kind of funny, but when you said that, I actually felt a little more brave. I'm going to keep trying, and I'm going to fight with everything I have. And before the cup ends, I'm going to take off this mask for good. I swear it, Rick, I'm not going to let myself fail. Just, maybe you can cheer me on when I do it, okay? I'm glad it was you who saw me, Rick. I think I would have died if it was anyone else. Still, I should probably find some place even more secret to practice, huh? See ya, Rick. And thanks for listening. Wow, right into the camera. Oh, Kraken! Kraken got bean! Kraken says, ooh, bean! Alright, let me bean. What the bean is going on here? It's yellow, transparent yellow, so it could be a lot of things. I'm gonna say it's lemon. Interesting. That's... that's... What is this? I think this is Sunkist Lemon. Yeah, I was wondering if it was pineapple. But no. No, I don't think this is pineapple. It doesn't taste like pineapple. And it's not lemon drop. Lemon drop is a very specific flavor. So I'm gonna call it Sunkist Lemon, even though I'm not sure if I'm right. Thanks. Okay, so yeah, we went to Sam's Club, which is, you know, it's like a Costco, but if it's a different one. It's a different brand. We got toilet paper, supply for a year, which is just one big block of toilet paper, because we don't really use that much. And it was really funny. So the place is weird. It has like no cashiers. You have to add the items you're getting in the app. Like, you have to keep track of what you're bringing in your cart, and then you keep track of it in the app, and then you pay for it. And then there's like these gates by the exit where you have to go through with the cart, and I think they can check with that if you have like everything that you bought, that you actually, you know, that you paid for that. It's a weird like self-service store. Something really funny happened though. We were going through the exit, and then past the exit gates, they had a pile of, like, they had a bunch of pies. They had pecan pies and pumpkin pies. And then I just walked to them jokingly, and I was like, oh, these don't have a price. I guess they are free, right? I said that out loud. I was like trying to imitate the Karens that go like, if it doesn't have a price, it's free, right? So yeah, I was like, ooh, this must be free. And then an employee by the gates said, oh, actually they are. Just grab one. And I was like, what? Okay. So we grabbed a pumpkin pie. It was huge, by the way. It was like big pie. It was a big pie. We were like, okay. So we just grabbed a pumpkin pie and took it to the truck. So yeah, we got a pumpkin pie. I might have some tomorrow. Chip sent 3 laughing ricks, and Chip said free pie. I want to try a pumpkin pie. I'm not a big pumpkin pie guy myself. I'm more sweet potato pie. That's my preferred kind. Also, this music is a vibe. I like it. So yeah, they had free pies, which was cool. It was cool. We kind of returned to Zane's place. You know, to drop off the groceries and stuff. Tip says, my furmit was meant to get a pumpkin pie for Halloween, but it rained that day, so they never picked one up. But yeah, we returned everything. No, I mean, we didn't return stuff to the store. Like, we just took everything we bought to Zane's place, unloaded it, and then we went out again. This time we drove a little further away. Um, we went to a pet store because Zane said, "Oh, they have ferrets there," and I was like, "Oh, I want to see the ferrets." So we went to a pet store. Went inside, and they did have ferrets. They had 3 piled ferrets sleeping together. They were cute. They were sleeping. Oh, is that the old man? I'm not gonna go there yet. That's him. That looks like plot. This pillow shaped like a person, sparkles with light. They had ferrets, and they were like for almost $500 each. I was like, yeah, I can't afford that. And also, apparently, they get lonely, so you need to get at least 2 of them. So getting ferrets would actually be $1,000, and I'm like, I can't do that. Also, yeah, I don't know. I don't consider myself fit to have a ferret. I would like to rent a ferret. Like, can somebody else just have it and then I just like grab one? Just for funsies. Yeah, saw the ferrets for a little bit. They were doing nothing, they were just sleeping. A roaring fire and snuggly blanket. Fresh hot chips and pickled kippers. Yes, quite. Wake up! Hey, Rick. What? It's really cold. I bet if you fell asleep here, you'd never wake up. Never. Holy crow! Someone did fall asleep here? Come on, Rick. We have to wake this terrible old guy up before something terrible happens. Burger, huh? What? Good heavens, I appear to have fallen asleep. How terribly careless of me, eh what? By my stars, if it isn't Rick, I appear to be in your debt yet again, my young rescuer. And you are a friend of Rick, I presume? Yep, I'm Todd. Nice to meet you. Well met, old bean. I am Professor Nigel Scatterly, curator of the Kaliostel Museum. I have dedicated my entire life to studying the history of these islands. I say, I have a capital idea. I should acquaint young Todd here with the history of the Kalioslavlets. Actually, you don't really have to... Yes, well, in the distant past of long ago, the kingdom of Kaliostel was ruled by King Zonga Zonga. And that is everything we know so far. Yes, quite. That was like sitting through history class. But hold, there's more! For you see, I have discovered yet another Kalioslavlet on this very spot. So without further ado, please allow me to translate it for you both. Aha! This is Slavlet number 2. You couldn't stay hidden forever, you cheeky little artifact, now could you? Yes, well, now then. Zonga Zonga's immortality spell unleashed a great and terrible power. With this magic, he could force his own skull into the head of another. The fuck? What the fuck? Thereby assuming his very being. What the fuck? Huh? That is a way to phrase it. By taking over new bodies as his current one aged, Zonga Zonga assured himself of eternal life. Horny. The unfortunate victim chosen to give his body to Zonga Zonga was known as a majestic vessel. To be chosen as a majestic vessel was a fate worse than death, and people feared it above all else. Horny. Good heavens, it seems Zonga Zonga was nothing more than a common magical body thief. Horny. Not that there's anything common about that, eh what? I say, this is all quite fascinating, don't you think? I wonder if the people of ancient times endured Zonga Zonga's rule across countless generations. Or perhaps they were clever enough to confront and defeat this terror. By my knickers, but this gnaws at me. I must know what happened to those poor people. P. Incoming FMS message. Howdy there, parts. It's me, Joe, and I'm afraid we got a problem in our hands. I need the patrol team to mount up and gather in my suite immediately. Joe sounded worried. We better get over there right away. Achoo! 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 Oh, my head hurts, and I'm freezing. Sweet fish and chips. This lad is running a dangerously high fever. Not to worry, Rick. I'll see to it that your friend is up and full of beans again in no time. Beans? Achoo! Achoo! Sorry, Rick. I don't think I'm gonna make it to see Joe. Yay. Okay, that was weird. Kraken says, oh god, he's supposed to be British. Yeah? Oh shit, look at all these fossils! Tidong. Also, that voice hurts to do. I don't know why. Anyways, after the pet store, we went to my true target, which was the Micro Center store they opened in Phoenix. If you're not familiar, Micro Center is basically a big electronics store. It's the stuff that, you know, stuff like Circuit City, Radio Shack, and even Best Buy used to be. Where they actually sell like computers, computer parts, electronics, just very niche items. And actually very fascinating to peruse and check. They sell keyboards, keycaps, all kinds of things. Very fun. Producer says, holy wow, an actual legit reason for him to stay behind. So yeah, we stayed at that store for like 3 hours. I was just kind of browsing at things. Oh, you know something very important that they sell there? 3D printer filament. Normally you have to buy that stuff online and just wait for it to get delivered. But now, if we're printing something important and we don't want to just wait for, you know, to order filament and for it to come back, I mean, for it to get delivered at some point, we can just drive to Micro Center and just buy filament, which is super convenient. And we can see the colors in person, which is also important. So yeah, no, having that store is gonna be super great for us. Very excited. So I did check out a bunch of things all around. And I was looking for a few things. One, I was looking for what I want for Christmas, which is a new capture card and a hard drive to put the streams I'm gonna be making, because they're gonna be heavier than what I make now. And yeah, I checked some prices and I just kind of pointed at things and said want. I did get an idea though while I was there. I was telling Zane how bad Fortnite runs on my computer, because you know, I have the thing installed on a hard drive, like an old spinny magnetic disk hard drive, because I have no space for it on my boot SSD. It's a very big game. The install is like 120 gigs. And I was telling Zane, yeah, I can't, it runs like shit. And then I was like, wait, my computer has another SSD slot. My computer is like one of those new motherboards that has like an onboard spot for an SSD in the shape of a stick. It's a very newfangled concept for me. I don't know, I think they're called like M2 SSD. They're like gums. They have the shape of like sticks of bubble gum. Kraken says M2 SSDs, yeah. So I didn't have one. I've had this computer for years, and I never installed one there. And I was like, wait, I have a slot. What if I get one of those and install Fortnite in it, in order for it to, you know, run faster? Kraken says mine has 4 slots. Oh jeez, okay. So we went around and looked at the SSDs. They had some really like huge ones. They were kind of expensive, but I was like, okay, I just want it for Fortnite, so I'll take something small. 256, maybe 512 gigs. I just wanted something to fill in that slot. And yeah, we saw a few ones. I went for like the lowest end model they had. You know, the ones that don't even have like anything fancy on them. They're just like raw sticks of like, you know, raw sticks with chips on them. So yeah, they had a 512 gigabyte one for like $50. And I was like, yeah, I guess that's kind of what I could go for. But then in the display that they had them in, it's one of those displays where you can look at the products, but if you actually want something, you have to like flag down an employee. While we were looking at the sticks, they had one of them, the one that I wanted, the $50 ones. They had one at the bottom, just kind of thrown haphazardly in there, and the packaging was sliced in two. Like, you know, it's those blister packs that you have to like cut to get into, but it was like cut in half, and it had a yellow sticker on it that said, actually I have it right here. It has a yellow sticker that says it's basically a return, like they returned it, and says complete, didn't work for his PC. So I'm like, oh, whoever returned these, like they didn't actually use it. It just wasn't compatible with the build they were making. You know, making. So I was like, okay, that could be a good deal. And I saw the price. It was like, okay, a new one costs like $45. This one just open. This is what they consider like open box. Like they just opened it, but it's the product that's inside intact. Just $35. And I'm like, you know what? That's good saving. Just because it's open, I think that's good. So we bought it. That's pretty much all I got. I just bought a stick of SSD. So yeah, I just bought that, and then Zane went and dropped me off at the airport. Kraken says, you know, I'd play 2 weeks with Yaois. I mean, we do it on the server every now and then. I should probably make a Fortnite roll. I'm gonna make a Fortnite roll in the server. Cause I think we need a way to flag down everybody that plays. Oh, right, hold on. But yeah, so Zane dropped me off at the airport. And oh, that was like 4 p.m. Yeah, because my flight was at 5. So I just kind of waited at the airport for a bit. Right. Chip sent fork and knife emoji. Yeah. Also, the roll is live on the server. If you want, just react to it. Also, hi Jaden. Hello. Jaden says, I ate the fossils. Sorry. No, don't eat my fossils. I need them. I'm exploring. Bidoop. But yeah, Zane dropped me off at the airport at 4. I was waiting until 5. And guess what? I didn't get on my flight. Because the flight was full. And there was no space for Weasel. So I got rolled over to the next flight, which was at 7 p.m. Here's the thing. I was getting kind of nervous because I scheduled the last part of our Blippo Plus watch along on that day, on Sunday. And I was like, oh shit, how am I gonna do this? So I was kind of hoping I got on my flight. But yeah, it was bad luck. I wish I had been home earlier. I was planning on getting back, you know, in the 5 p.m. flight, so I would be home by 7. But no. So I was kind of late. And also, I almost didn't make it on the 7 p.m. flight. I almost didn't make it. I just got incredibly lucky because a man was running late. And he showed up right when they closed off the flight, and they gave me his seat. So, to you careless Hispanic man who had to get on the later flight, thanks. Because I was able to make it back home in time. I rushed. I immediately, I got on the plane, we flew, we landed. I ran to get a ride to the border. I crossed the border. I got picked up. I got home, and I just rushed the fuck up to get Lipo Plus working. And luckily, everybody showed up, so that made me really happy. Thank you all for showing up to the last part of Lipo Plus. It was very enjoyable. I'm happy to have finally shown that off to others. I think that's it. You know what? I'm just gonna use that machine to get sent back. Hi, sent back. Where is it? Kraken says, hehehe. Scrappy says, Jaden, meet the fossils greater than 8 capital O. Jaden says that Scrappy want me to eat you instead? Chip says, thank you for getting us bent, Weasel. Oh yeah, everybody got bent. Thanks to the bleepies. Oh wait, I wanna see what the guy has to say. Joe. Scrappy says, Jaden, huh? And then a big blushy face. Oh, dashes. Oh. Scrappy says, get bent! Freezer says, I'm really happy we got bent. Jaden says, wait, we're banned? No, bent. You know, get bent. Go into the bender. Into subspace. In Planet Flip. Scrappy says, bent, not banned. Chip says, all blipped up. And that was the story of my trip over the weekend. Again, very eventful. Sometimes I feel like a main character because of all the stuff that happens to me. Thanks for coming, Rick. Now we just gotta wait for Todd and... What's that? Poor fella went and caught himself a cold? Now don't that just beat all. Well then, I reckon this is all the patrol team we're gonna have today. Actually, Rupert should be here too. Anyway, what's this about, Joe? You said it was serious. Keep this under your hat, but some varmint went and stole our Super Electrominites. Huh? Super Electrominites are extremely rare fossils that put out a near preposterous amount of energy. In fact, this entire fossil park runs on just 3 Super Electrominites. Anyway, a little while ago, 3 intruders busted into all the park's fighter stations. They went straight to the generator rooms and made off with the Super Electrominites. We're running on regular Electrominites right now, but I reckon them boys ain't gonna last much longer. What happens then? Nothing good, I'm afraid. Lights will go out, auto doors won't open, cleaning all them VMMs will fail. We'll pretty much be sitting in the dark, I reckon. And forget about cleaning or reviving your fossil rocks. No, that's terrible. It would be the end of the entire Calioseo Fossil Park. I know, that's why we gotta recover them Super Electrominites as soon as possible. I've heard rumors that the culprits are hiding out at one of these dig sites. I sent Stella, Terry, and Kent out to try and track them down, and I'm hoping y'all can join the search. Yeah. Of course, I won't stand by while a bunch of jerks shut down this park. It does my heart good to hear that, little lady. Anyway, I'd like you to search out at Ice Cream Plateau. Good luck, y'all. Let's head to Ice Cream Plateau. Well, yeah, Pauline, but I'm gonna go clean fossils. Chip says you're the main character in my life. I plan everything I do around your streams and our hangouts. I wish everybody was like that. Fujitsu says, Chip, you're such a cute romantic. Scrappy says, Chip, you shape to fit the Wii's. Fujitsu says, you are the square hole. Yeah. You know what I gotta do? I actually had a pretty busy day today. Like, I went to work and then I was crunching a bunch of data, trying to finish a big report before I go on my trip. It's not done yet. There's like a bunch of data missing. I'm gonna vent non-specifically here, but some people are just not doing their job. Not Zar though. Zar's doing good. But some people are just being very slow, despite knowing that we should probably be taking care of this stuff really, you know, as soon as possible. Is it a mammoth? This is a fucking mammoth. This one's hard. I feel like I'm not gonna clean this properly. I don't think I have enough. I don't think I have enough time for this. Okay, I need to do this. At least this part. Bop, bop, bop. So I'm still on the wait for some data from my co-workers, and I'm trying to put it together. I'm trying to assemble a cohesive report, which is basically one of the big tasks that I have to do. Like, it's one of my big things from my job. And if they're not giving me my data, I can't do my thing. So I'm hoping, here's hoping. If it doesn't come out tomorrow, you know what I'm gonna be doing? Because I'm such a diligent little employee, I'm gonna be taking time at MFF to be checking my computer and see if the data comes in. Because I am such a little good weasel, and even when I'm on my trips, I am more than willing to do work. Scrappy says, I do what I can to attend as much as I can that appears important to me or is stated clearly as being important. I thankfully don't seem to miss streams all too often, but there's always a chance. It has to be family related in order for me to miss out on a stream, like somewhere I don't bring any stream watching devices to. Pretty Silver, thanks for the clip of Chip off the All Heart. Oh, that is just a straight mammoth. I thought, oh, that looks like a mammoth. It literally is called mammoth. It's just a mammoth. Nothing wacky here. Well, it's blue. I guess that's the one wacky thing. Huh? Spine? I'm gonna see if I can break this open. Alright. We already ruined it a little, but it's fine. All good. Now I just need to get this spinal catastrophe out of the way. Ah. Spinous. Spinous. Spine. Spine. Ah. Ah. Or it could be a tail too. I think it's a tail. Good. Ah. This edge is not edging. Ah. Clean. Clean. More cleanness. Gotta clean. Ah. 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 What am I missing? Oh, edges. Good enough. With tabby body. Oh, so no head? What else did I do today? I was supposed to go to the bank? That shit did not work. Okay, I think I know how much I need to break. Yeah, I don't need to go wacky with this. But it does take a little bit too long. Too long for comfort. Oh boy. Yeah, taking a little bit too long. I don't know this shape. I don't know my shapes. Damn it. You're asking too much of me? I can't do this much. I'm gonna fail. I have to go wacky. Alright. Come on. We have to really break this shit open. Even if we have to damage it. Oh well. Scrappy says, Scrappy says, and Scrappy says, Baby Einstein, Baby Newton, I know my shapes are formed by Jack Moss. In all caps. Oh, there's the head. I don't like this fossil. It sucks. It's so long. Roar. Okay, let's see. The other body, okay. Oh, also when I got home, I had to like immediately get the stuff that I was gonna pack out. But guess what? I haven't packed yet. So I got all my packing stuff here, waiting for me. Meaning that I'm probably gonna be going to bed kinda late. Chip says the Ayuwoki. Freezer says new Lapras regional variant found. It does look Laprasy. It's like Tyrantrum Lapras. So yeah, I haven't packed and I got some stuff that I need to put away. I also got some laundry that I was supposed to fold and I didn't do it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have time for it. And oh, I also redid my mohawk. And I got my highlights, my golden highlights back. Oh shit, is this Mammoth? Is this Mammoth, but like fancy? Could it be? Could it be fancy Mammoth? Fancy Mammoth. Okay, this looks more promising. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me! I need it. Give me a good mammoth. Give me the mamusi. Give me that mamusi. Okay. Yes. I'm probably gonna fuck it up still though. So whatever. Why am I putting this much work into it? Okay. You know what? Let's go wacky. What else do I have to lose? Aside from a really valuable red fossil. Not much. Just a little bit of its fragility. I hate this part so much. It's so Okay, whatever. Go for it. Work, bitch. Go for it. Scrappy said leprosy. Chip says, give it to me. And the heart emote. Scrappy says, I remember that being a thing before I accepted furryhood and I was so fucking confused by it. It's Barbie Rapunzel, one of the absolute best Barbie movies ever made. Probably my favorite. It's so unhinged. Frigid Silver, thanks for the clip of his begging for the context. That is a barely acceptable mammoth. So yeah, the summary is, as soon as I end the stream, I have a lot of things that I need to do really fast, and I'm probably still gonna go to bed late, so... yeah. Oh no, look at all these parts! I hate this. I hate this so much. There's like, this is just... it's impossible not to damage... See? You make it so easy to damage it. Why? Why do you do this? Why are you like this? Oh, jeez, this is one of the worst ones. I already damaged it, so I don't care. As long as I uncover it. The scaling triangle. The scaling triangle. The scaling triangle. Yeah, sorry about bringing that bit back, but... oh, hi, Bitback. Scaling triangle. Never dies. Damage. 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 I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Make up for it. Wow, that was barely a thing. Jeez. Scrappy says, so we have to watch a Barbie movie at some point. Well then. Chip says, truer words have never been spoken. Also, Scrappy, that movie has a stoat or a weasel. He's something. An extremely gay weasel. Chip says, truer words have never been spoken. Scrappy says, barely acceptable mammoth, this Homestar Runner coded. Yeah. Scrappy says, probably something Strong Bad would say. I wish I could do a Strong Bad impression. Scrappy says, I remember seeing the right triangle variant back in 2020 or so, and I could not stop laughing. Scrappy says, the right triangle. And Scrappy says, oh. Razor says Rick's ancestor. I have ancestors. The one confirmed ancestor I have is Wacky Weasel from the Bonkers TV show. Krona. Krona head. Okay. So let's move on to the next part of the stream, which is where I talk a little bit about what's going to be happening at the con, maybe. So, Midwest Furfest. This, if you didn't know, this is my 10th anniversary of going to this convention. My very first furry convention was Midwest Furfest in 2015. It's been a while. So it's 10 years. It's basically 10 years of me going to furry cons. It's 10 years of me going to this con, although I didn't go every single year because of multiple reasons. I don't know. It seems like it feels important. It feels like a momentous occasion. We will see if it's time to celebrate or not. The theme for the con is gonna be Villains on Vacation, which is a strange theme, admittedly. And I actually, frankly, don't know how to work with it. I do have a few plans, though. My main plan is that I will be wearing my Wolf O'Donnell fursuit. But I'm not gonna be wearing it with, you know, the fancy outfit and everything. But instead, I plan to wear... Perfect! Ooh. I plan to wear the, you know, wolf, but with a very casual, but still villain-coded outfit. Let me see if I have an example of what I plan to do. I saved the image somewhere around here. Perfect, I found it. Okay, so this... stupid JFIF. I hate these formats. Up, there we go. Oh, big. Yeah, this is by Atramentum 3. He did this drawing that I really liked of a very casual, like, wolf. Just wearing a you know, turtleneck, trench coat, just pants, boots, just whatever. He looks more like just like a baseline criminal instead of being like extremely flamboyant. I have managed to assemble a very similar outfit to this, which I will be wearing at the con alongside Wolf. Fun, exciting. So hopefully I will have photos and I'll show you what I managed to do. So yeah, excited for that. Also shout out to Leon there. Oh, Conan, hi, hello. Conan says hi, Rick in chat, and a waving Rick. Nice Dino Croc. Yeah, well, you know, that's what the game is all about. Frigid Silver sent for waving Ricks at Conan. Rio says, ooh. Scrappy says, huff. Frigid says, God, love that fit, especially that jacket. Yeah, I actually got myself a trench coat. I tested it on Saturday. It looks great. So I'm really excited. I'm not gonna have time to put spikes on it, but that's a future development. I think I may ask Conan to help with that, if possible. Conan Conan says, wolf in a casual day. Yeah. Scrappy says, okay, I'm normal about this, in all caps. Scrappy says, so that's what the fit is. Yeah. I think I've shown it a few times. But yeah, I got myself a turtleneck sweater. I got a trench coat, like a black one. For pants, I might go with leather, just to add a bit of classiness. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna test some options before landing on something cool. And for boots, I'm probably gonna wear like some tall engineers. I still gotta check what looks good, so I'm gonna be testing outfits tomorrow. Chip says he's not always a flashy merc. Yeah, that's why my interpretation of this theme of villains on vacation is gonna be Wolf just kind of casually, just like, yep, I'm not on the clock. I'm just kind of scoping things out. That's my interpretation. It's just him just casually, his winter casual wear. Chip says you managed to retrieve your mail. Yeah, I got mail. I had some trouble. Like those sweaters, it was the whole thing where I accidentally mailed them to another address, and then I asked for a replacement, and they very kindly sent me another set for free. What else? Yeah, so that's Mammoth Body. So yeah, excited to show that outfit. I'm also gonna be wearing some new Weasel fashions, including the debut of a new pair of boots. So look forward to that. As I said before, I'm probably gonna bring the clay looking shoes to wear with what I'm calling a demi-partial fursuit. I know some other people have done this. I'm gonna do it because I kind of want to try it out. A demi-partial is kind of like a reverse partial, where I will only wear legs, tail, and shoes, paws or feet or whatever. Basically, you're just like wearing a fursuit from your waist down. And from your waist up, it's just normal outfit. Makes it look like you've been just partially like transformed, which is a heck of a look. It also gives a little bit of satyr, however the fuck you pronounce that. Satyr. Google, please.
Satyr.
Okay. Wait. Again?
Satyr.
Satyr. Okay. Fuck, I can't do words. I'm gonna be wearing that specifically for a panel. Where's the panel that I want to wear that to? Let me check what it's called. It's on Saturday. Oh, it's called Why Aren't You Wearing Pants? A discussion of bottomless characters. So it's basically just a panel about like cartoon characters that don't wear pants but still wear other articles of clothing. And I felt like it would be fitting for the panel to basically just go bottomless, as in just bare furry legs and paws and such. So yeah, and I'm probably also wearing that to the if I get up early enough, I'm not sure if I want to, but if I get up early enough, I might go to the Mustelid meetup like that and just like show my bottom half. Conan says, yeah, we can work with the spikes after your trip to MFF. Yeah. Conan says, reverse poodle fursuiting? I guess it's like a form of poodling, but because I'm not really like wearing a head, it's really not like breaking any kind of magic. I feel like on its own, it's a different kind of magic. Because it's, you know how I want to play it off a little. I want to play it off as like, yeah, my bottom half got turned, but not the top, so I just kind of have to deal with it. I feel like it would be fun, so I'm just gonna experiment. This is all about experimentation. Oh no, the chat scrolled by too much, and okay, I have to open Twitch on my browser. Thanks, people, for chatting so much. Okay, Chip says Satyr rhymes with hater. Okay. Jaden says, I gotta go sleep, but damn, a casually evil wolf just does things to me. And a big blushy face. Greater than, slashes, less than. You know, I did do some stuff with Jaden. We talked about this way ago. Where I dressed up as Wolf and I teased the fuck out of him. It was fun. Scrappy says, Jaden, he's blushy. Scrappy says, only your second reappearance and you're already there, haha. Jaden says at Scrappy, hush, and Scrappy sent colon 3 face. Freed Silver says at Jaden, sleep well. Freed Silver, thanks for the clip of Word of the Day Satyr. Jaden says, I was also caught in a mood and went through memory lane of MFF 2023. I'm glad you still hold fond memories of that. Jaden says, no, Scrappy says, that I will have to hear about. Ask Jaden, I'm tired of telling this story myself. Oh, that's something we can do actually. We can go through the panels I'm hoping to go to. The stuff I put in my schedule. I'm not going to go to everything, but I'm going to make an attempt to go to things at least. Okay. Can I actually do something? Please, thank you. Okay. It doesn't matter if I break it a little bit too much. I just want to go beyond 95. Go beyond 95, baby. Yeah, baby. Yes. 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 Open those holes. I want to see them. Yes. Yes. Okay. Cool. Thank you. Now this part. Yes. Okay. Okay. I think I have to hurry. All right. Hurry up. We don't have much time. Bucket. 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 Reveal more. Reveal more. Reveal. I'll take it. Scrappy says valid teehee. Oh, 111. That's better. Let's see. I'm gonna open my schedule. So this is the plan for the con. I'm gonna go to Phoenix tomorrow, where I'm going to repack my stuff because most of what I want to take to the con I do not have here with me. So I'm actually, right after the stream, I'm packing, but packing very lightly. Essentially a semi-empty suitcase. Because I'm actually going over there to pack. And then I'm gonna spend most of tomorrow packing. And then I guess we're gonna watch Wicked for Good. Might have some pumpkin pie. Some turkey leftovers, we'll see. It's just gonna be part 2 of my last weekend trip. And then we're gonna have everything ready. And then on Wednesday, we're going to go to the airport and hopefully fly to Chicago. Long ass flight, so I should probably stock up on good media, some videos to watch. I was thinking about shows, but I'm like, do I want to watch any shows? I'm not feeling like watching a show. I have an idea of something I would like to watch, but Jesus. Sorry, I saw an image that just kind of like shook me to my core. Holy fucking balls. Jump scared. Absolutely fucking jump scared. Wow. Wow, that's so scary. Huh. I don't know what to think about that. You guys are busy. You guys have been busy, huh? Oh my gosh, you guys have been fucking busy. Sorry, I looked away for a little. Norami says, leftovers. Yeah, leftovers. Conan said 3 question marks. Scrappy says, I think he saw it. And Norami says 3 question marks. Norami, you know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying, I'm looking at all that. And I'm just like, geez. Some of those images are very scary. Anyways. Right. Sorry, it's like... That's some scary content. You guys been busy. Oops, I broke it. You broke it, you pay it. Anyways. As I was saying, I'm trying not to get too distracted, sorry. It's difficult. I was looking for something and then I just kind of bumped into that stuff. I have thoughts. I will give you my thoughts later. Which is gonna be really hard because after the stream I need to pack, so I can't just sit down to comment on things. So be patient with me. And don't change topics too quickly because I want to be part of the conversation. Please. Any poodles. Any poodles. We should be flying on Wednesday. And I'm hoping to get to Chicago in the evening of Wednesday. Because the con basically starts on Thursday, so we have to be ready for that. From here, it's kind of like a Wild West. I know some people have plans, but the plans are not very concrete. So I'm not really sure. I should be prepared for anything at that convention. Anything can happen. Oh, it's the whale. Well, not the whale, but this thing. Ryu says, any people you plan to meet first? Good question, good question. I know people who are going... Wow, that's a weird burp. Okay, so... just quick list of people that I feel like I'm gonna end up bumping into, or maybe not, or maybe I'll see at a party, or maybe I can be like, hey, wanna meet? Alright, quick list. Didman, Tim, Azul, Anthony, Ichabod, Caro, Harrison, Ren, Kaneda, Ponkers, RPD, Vart, Bill, Beagle, Frost Tiger. I think that's it. I think that's it. I know other people that are gonna be there, and I'm like, if I see them. So there's a lot of people. I'm not gonna try to attempt to meet everybody, but I feel like a bunch of those are just gonna be in the same party, so that might just knock things out. Yep. But yeah, good question, Rugito. Have a cookie. Frigid Silver, thanks for the clip of actually literally no context / SRS. Yeah, no, I don't think I can give context for what I saw. I'm just saying some intense content that I was not prepared to look at. Any Wuso, what? Oh, Rudy! I completely forgot. Rudy is apparently going as well. I forgot to add him to my list. I guess I'm just gonna add him right here at the bottom. Just Rudy. That's it. Rio says, yay, cookie. See, I like when people ask relevant questions to the topics I'm discussing and they seem actually interested. And they help me drive out more information that I want to disclose. Chip says, ass swell. I mean, the ass can be swell. Now, if the ass swells, that's something else. That's an allergic reaction. Or maybe just a BBL. Well, that was cheap. Cheap ass buster. When the busting doesn't make me feel good. Well, I should probably clean this part just entirely. Say okay. Yeah. Again, I probably end up seeing quite a bunch of those at parties, maybe in the con space. I'm gonna try not to stress too much. Here's the thing. I'm gonna ask for a favor. I know this is like maybe a little bit vulnerable and just kind of, you know, just out there and stuff, but like, if y'all have time this weekend, well, not this weekend, I mean this coming days, like especially on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like, can you check in with me? I may need like moments where like I need people to, I don't know, hear me out a little. So just check in on how I'm doing. I'm probably gonna be on my phone here and there. Scrappy says, I like when people ask about my characters to drive further info out of them, but also they are not interesting enough, but it happened the other night and it was euphoric. No, that's good. I mean, I also like being asked about my characters, but more than anything, I like being asked about my stories. Which just takes me to this next advertisement segment. Hey, did you know my story archive is back up? Yes, after a big break, because my stories were originally hosted on Twitter and nobody wants to touch Twitter anymore. I finally got off my lazy ass, and by lazy ass I mean occupied with other affairs and such, and I finally transferred my stories over to a standalone site hosted on the Notes platform Workflowy, which is basically Trello. You know, it's a site for putting down notes of and things, but I'm using it to put down stories, and it seems to work pretty well. So the hub for the stories is the same as it has always been, which is what is it again? Rick's Midnight Tales. .card. That's CARRD.co. That should take you to the site where you can find all my stories as they have always been. Except every link now, instead of directing you to a Twitter thread, takes you to the story itself hosted in Workflowy. And I gotta say, it's really good. It works very well. I'm here. I'm just plugging my written works here. I even printed a few flyers that I'm gonna be distributing at MFF for hopefully to get more people to read my stories, because I want to get more eyes on them. For example, I think Bobo has been reading a few of my stories recently and asking me about them, that's my euphoric moment. That's what makes me happy. Did you know that one year the best birthday gift that was given to me was a review of one of my stories? It's true. I think it was that or a review for a demo of a game that I made, but which is basically also a story, so yeah. Also Conan got the bean. Sorry I took too long to get to the bean. I was doing my bit. Conan says first bean in a blind pick. Okay, let's see. The bean it's brown. This could be a bunch of things. It could be Dr. Beepus, or pudding, or cappuccino, root beer, or raspberry. Fuck it, I'm just gonna eat it. What? Okay, that is not soda. That's chocolate. Is this coffee though? Wait, no. That's chocolate pudding. It's chocolate pudding. That's chocolate pudding. Alright. Third bean of the day by Conan. Gotcha. Thanks for bean. Bridget Silver, thanks for the clip of now which one? Scrappy says, I got you for that, Rick. I promise I won't overreact to. I vow and swear to be able to figure out what makes me overreact and what makes things worse so I can eliminate those and thus have a meaningful and caring discussion with you when you want me to check in. I'm not gonna say anything, but Scrappy, you sounded like Zootopia too. That's all I will say for those of you who have not watched it. Conan says, I'll keep a reminder for that, and then an egg Rick. Conan says, no worries, take your time, it is your stream, no one. Conan says, Choco Bean, and then you're welcome. Scrappy said ... undefined. Yeah, you won't know what that means until the movie, until I show the movie, because I'm probably gonna show it. Ooh, big skull. Hell yeah. Alright, let's try to clean this. Okay, I'm gonna try to draw the perimeter of this one. Okay, then I'm gonna try to get a general weakness zone on all this stuff. And going. Up. Yep. 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 Up. Oopa. Up, beep, beep, pop, whoop. Beep, 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 pop, whoop, beep. The neck. Ah. 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 Is this up? Yes, it is. Okay. Chin. Yes. Perfect. That's how you get a fossil. Chip says, Nyip, nyop, nyip, nyop. Patchy, Patchy, please. Revival. Anyways, Rudy is sending me fat asses in DMs, and I'm not like... I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. Patchy, please. Conan says, Weasel playing with his soundboard X3. I just kind of have to make noises while cleaning fossils. It's part of the process, you see. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Cons are complicated affairs for me. I have there's a lot of variables. Plans come and plans go. Stuff works out. Stuff doesn't work out. You find something that you really want. You find nothing that really gets your attention. Ooh, I need to check something before I forget. Are the root beer people gonna be there? Are they? Because I need to know if I need to bring my mug. Are they? Yep, they're gonna be. They're gonna be. Okay. I need to remember, Rick, bring your freaking mug. How do I make a big note? Okay, I'm just gonna open Notepad and say, Rick, get your mug. I need to bring my root beer mug. Okay, yeah, so Wild Bill's is like a brand of root beer that sets up on some cons, particularly MFF. And they have this thing where, you can buy a mug off them, and then you can buy refills for a day, so you can get like basically unlimited soda for the day. So I'm just gonna bring my mug so I can get myself some soda refills, because they got some really tasty root beer. Oh, also I should probably bring a little bottle so I can cheat the system by, you know, filling a mug and then filling the bottle. And then fill more mug so I can have some soda to carry with me. There's gonna be a lot of panels. I'm obviously, you know, going to the classic stuff, like I'm going to the opening ceremonies. There's gonna be an interesting panel about bullying. Not like how to deal with your bully, but like, come to this panel if you want to be bullied. I'm guessing it's definitely a kink thing. And you know what? I'm open for trying new things. Oops. I'm open for trying new things, so I'm probably gonna try something new. Do I want to be the bully, or do I want to be a nerd being bullied? I don't know, I haven't decided yet. I'll play it by ear when I'm there. Or depending on what I'm wearing, I guess. My outfit will determine my destiny. Let's see, what else? As I said, the Must-To-Live meetup, I may go to that, maybe. It's a little bit too early, 10:30 a.m. Like, who wants to get up early for a panel. Unless like you really want to meet with people. But I'm not sure if people are like that desperate to meet others. Maybe they are. And I'm just antisocial and weird. That's my prerogative. You know what? Let's get desperate. Let's get desperate. Desperate. Let's start damaging the fossil a little. I don't care. Oops, broke it. Boo, that didn't even really help. There's gonna be a meditation panel. Unsure if I'm going to that. Chip sent smiling imp emoji versus emoji nerd emoji. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Ooh, there's gonna be something called MFF Fashion Show, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's a fashion show. So you go there and you show off your outfits. Maybe. I plan on maybe bringing my villain, my casual wolf outfit to that, because I want to be fashionable. There's gonna be like a mascot panel. Maybe I'll go to that. A couple of concerts. Definitely going to Peppers though. F Raptor? This is the raptor that can say the F word. Big feet. There's gonna be like a rubber fur meet and greet. I'm not sure if I'm going to that. I'm gonna try, but if there's something else going on, because, you know, it's Saturday evening. That's usually when the big parties or big hangouts happen. If there's a party that I know of that I'm, you know, invited to, I'll go to that. If it's not then I'll probably go to that meet. And that's where I'm gonna be wearing another outfit I'm going to be debuting, which is a little bit of an improvisation, but I'm putting together a super villain suit. Which, yeah, the base of it is a latex undersuit. Because it's no secret, I sometimes wear this stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of that. I got everything already. Boots, gloves, cape. I didn't get a belt in time, but I don't know if I'll need it. We'll see. What else? Probably goggles. I'm probably gonna wear my my Timothy goggles with it. Ryu says silent meditations. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe meditation among furries will do me good if I end up going. Chip says, "Tell Pepper I say hi." If he remembers you, that man's head is like, I don't know, in Russia or something. That's a weird break. Okay, I'm gonna liberate this. Ah! Liberate the bone. Ah! 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 Okay, I seriously need to put some effort into this. And I broke it. Are you fucking kidding me, Rick? You can't do shit. Right? Jeez. I wasn't even touching it. How did I break it? I'm a mess. Okay. in any case, yeah, I'll go to the concert, see what happens. Um, what am I gonna be wearing at the concert? I actually don't know. It's gonna be on a Saturday evening, so in probably Wolf, probably Villain Wolf. But I'll probably take the head off because I get hot. Scrappy says pepper, and then two squigglies, and then blushy face to the right. Mappo, Mappo, please. No head? Okay. So yeah, probably after Pepper's concert, I'll just like rush back to change. But I kind of don't want to do that. So I don't know. It's kind of complicated. There's gonna be like a smasher of paths, like a silly panel. Might go to that. E621 tag battle, whatever that is. Again, these are like maybes. These are like if I have nothing else going on. I usually tend to add a lot of those panels to my schedule just to kind of pad it out and see like, well, if I'm not doing anything, I could go to this. Okay, this one is complicated. Okay, I see what's going on here. It's a lot of just little parts, just a bunch of parts. Just a lot of small, fragile parts. See? Fragile. Told ya. So many fragile parts. Here and there and there and here. And I have to be really careful, and then I just end up breaking them anyways. Because, I don't know. Fucking bones. Break this, please, thanks. Show this, thanks. What else? These? Whatever. There's gonna be a cherry auction. I'm not sure if I'm going to that. There's like a bluey panel, maybe. There's a panel about otters. That's gonna be by Ren. And closing. So I just kind of added panels here and there, not a lot of things. Just to give me something to do if I find myself lonely and bored and sad. Oh hey, I just won a pair of boots on eBay. Right. I'm just gonna get those checked out. Hopefully I'll get them before my big trip. Yeah. Okay. Alright, pair number... probably 181. Is on the way. I love winning I love winning boots live on stream. No head. I need to give out all these poops. What you gonna do with all that poop? Right. So yeah, what are my expectations for this con? Just not being alone, I guess. Hopefully. Um, also maybe having some fun. Free services, so no head. That's my, yeah, that's what happens. Okay, so some 100 points just to get them out of the way, even though I don't think I can. Yep, they always do that. Okay, so I don't want this to be like a big stressful event, even though I know inevitably it probably will be, because, you know, that's just the nature of cons for me. As I've mentioned it before many times on this stream, cons tend to be just kind of this thing that a lot of people look forward to, and then I just kind of low-key dread, because I'm like, yeah, I mean, this should be fun, but I tend to go just on my own. I mean, with Zane, but Zane's doing his own thing, which I'm honestly glad. He used to just not do much and just kind of feel lonely at cons, but I think he's finally like hit his stride and just figure out what he wants to do, which is often just kind of going to the Protogen meets, showing off like his suit and whatever upgrades he does. You know, that kind of general thing. I don't really have that. So it's a lot harder for me to find what exactly I want to do at cons. And I can't really say I have like one person I can always rely on, because that's not really a thing. I just kind of go with whatever. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I should probably just try to do this manually. I have time. Ah. 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 Okay. Ah. Wait, actually, I think I can do this. A little bit more of this. Okay, got it. App. 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 Cool. Oh, hey, a bot. Love that shit. Right. I think I have one more, and then I'll just go sell and trade. I have these big fossils here. I did put out some feelers out there on like if anybody wanted to help me do these fossils in person, you know, with download play. But I don't think people carry 3DS DS consoles to the cons anymore, or I just don't know the people who do. So I don't think I will. I don't think I'm gonna be taking this. Also, because it's not a good idea for me to carry so many fucking consoles, because it just gets complicated in the packing. Too many devices, bad idea. I mean, I'm already thinking about something. There's gonna be a Tetris 99 Maximus Cup during the con, and I'm wondering how am I gonna do it? I don't want to bring my Switch over. I don't want to bring my Switch to the con. But I kind of have to do it because it's happening smack in the middle of freaking... It's happening right in the middle of the con. I don't know, I may ask Zane to bring the Switch too or something. I think I'm done cleaning. Good cleaning, good cleaning. How are you doing? 4, I can clean fossils to 80 points. 11 more cleanings for a level up. Okay, that's good. See, this is why I clean all these fossils manually, because soon we won't have to do it. We can just leave them to him. I forgot she was following me. What? I told you I wanted nothing to do with you people. Now if you'll excuse me. No. Help you? I'm sorry, what part of leave me alone was confusing to you? Listen, Rupert, someone stole the super electromagnites that power this park. If we don't get them back, no one will be able to clean or revive their fossil rocks. Joe asked Rick and me to search in Ice Grip Plateau, so that's where we're headed. Come on, Rupert, we need your help. This is none of my concern. Excuse me. You say that, but I know it's a lie. Deep down you love battling, Rupert. I know you do. And you'd be heartbroken if they cancel the cup. It's time to be honest about your feelings. It's time to show some backbone and stop being your father's puppet. Oh, Backbone, that was a good game. Kind of. I can't believe I told him to show some backbone. I'm not even brave enough to take this stupid mask off. I don't have the right to yell at anyone. Well, this is no time to sit around feeling sorry for myself. We've got to get to Ice Grip Plateau. I'm going ahead. I'll see you there. I love that she just kinda waited for me to do all my fossils before going. Hey, where was the poop man? Are you the poop man? Yeah, poop. Did you take all my poop? Oh yeah. Okay, now I just need to sell those two. And I'll probably keep that jewel for later. I think this is gonna be it, because I really need to get to packing. It's not a lot to pack, but it's okay, I'm just gonna clean this jewel and then I'm just gonna sell it. Just to get it out of the way. But yeah, that's gonna be it. So, as I said, I'm gonna be away for a whole week. I honestly don't think I'll be streaming on Monday. I'm gonna try... Ooh. What am I looking at here? Oh boy. Very, very interesting. 4 diamonds in the rock. Very good. Now can I actually get them out of there? Ah, without damaging them. Okay. Got it. Got it. Okay. Take it easy. Easy, Rick. Easy. Ah. 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 Sorry. The thing is not working. Ah. 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 Okay, open this way, over here, down here, and this, and then this over here. Ah! What else? This, maybe this, maybe this. There we go. Oh, these have to be worth a lot. What diamond? Alright, got some money. I'm gonna try my best. If I do get here in time, I will stream. If I do not get here in time, I will not stream. Simple as that. If I got here in time on Monday, I would stream this. And it would probably be very lightweight, you know, just maybe stories over some fossils. $15,000? Sure. Oh, that's some... I love how these three things sell for, like, that's the money I need for an upgrade. But I'm not getting... Should I get the hammer? Or the sonar? Sonar. Get it? Fossil filters prevent detection of non-fossil rocks. Right, that could save some time. Detect fossil rocks other than heads and bodies. Oh, that's important. Now that's what I need, actually. I need to start getting, upgrading the ones I already have with more parts. That's gonna help me in the end game. Particularly because we're in the semifinals already, so... Actually, that's probably what I should get. I should get the other one. So I can get all the parts I need, all together. And I'm poor. Chip says, when you tell your stories, it's like we're a bunch of campers gathered around the fire. Yeah. I mean, I do have a literal, like, campfire ambience here for telling stories, but, I haven't used it. Because I did try the, okay, that's it. I did try the storytelling stream once. Or twice, I think. And I did like it, but I haven't figured out when to do it, because I think that games tend to take a priority more often than not. Because I'm like, well, I have all these games that I really need to make progress in, and I can't really sacrifice those streams for, let's just sit and listen to me tell stories. So, I don't know. I mean, the good thing is that I have gotten some mileage out of the out of those VTuber sprites, well, PNG tuber sprites that I got. Now that I have been advertising my stories a little bit. Chip says, insert blushing Vincent here. Oh, yeah. Scrappy says that Chip, I wish that exists. Get silenced. Well, that's it for now. Thank you very much for coming. quick community calendar, as you know. Um, Tomorrow, Tuesday, nothing. Wednesday, nothing. Thursday, nothing. Friday, nothing. Saturday, nothing. Sunday, nothing. Monday, maybe stream. Probably nothing. Tuesday, you will know. You will know what happens on Tuesday because I will schedule it probably on Monday or something. I'm not sure yet, but I'm aiming to make that The Lion Guard season 3 so we can actually finish that show during this year. If I can make it work, I would like to do it over 3 days probably. If I did it, I would probably do it, the 9th, the 11th, and the 13th. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Free to resent for Good Kissers and says good night tunes. Scrappy says anyways. I smooch the wheeze, sleep well, and I'm praying for the okayest ish for the con. Love you. All kisses and all squeezes. And then heart and smooch. Chip says tomorrow the whistle will be changed for good. I sang you that song when we were at Organ Stop. Oh, that. Chip says I held your hand. Oh, that. It's still very surreal that there's songs that have been out there for a while and then they are in a movie for the first time. And people have known them for years, but the general public only listens to them for the first time. Once they become, accessible in an easy to digest form. Right, well, again, I didn't think much of the songs in the first movie. I'm not sure if that will change for the second. We'll see. Scrappy says, it's so weird. I had to sing that song in choir for every graduation. Weird. Okay, but yeah. Have fun with a week without Weasel. Yeah, I guess make your own fun. You are authorized to do whatever. But don't get too wacky. Don't get too wacky without me. Chip says, take care, Weasel. Best of luck packing and rest well, my dear. Yeah, shouldn't be too hard. I already know what I want to take. And most of it is over there in Phoenix, so this is just the pre-packing. And I just need to do a couple things before bed. Chip says, sweet kiss wheeze for you. And Scrappy says, okay, you have a good one. I'll check in daily. Big mega kiss. Yeah. Okay, so take care for a bit. Also interesting that we only had like one battle. Okay, so have a good night, have a good evening, afternoon, day, morning, or whatever you have on your side of the planet, and I'll be seeing you again very soon, hopefully. Time to get ready and fly to the Midwest, yay! Conan says, thank you for the stream and wish your dream goes successfully as you desire. Or trip, I guess. Be safe out there. I'll try. I'm just glad I'm finally using those weasel pants that you made for me. Yeah, Conan, my trip. Alright. Well, I'm done here. This was Rick, that weasel that you know, signing off for now. Okay, see you then. Bye for now.